Seeing Numbers by Mark Rubin. I love to imagine how things work, and I love to find different ways of understanding things. One of the things I like to understand is numbers. The easiest way to understand numbers is to see the numbers. I'm going to explain how to see numbers, and then I'm going to show you how to apply this thinking to business systems. There are different ways to understand numbers. You can understand them numerically, you can understand them visually, and you can understand them spatially. And this diagram shows the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3. It also shows 1 circle, 2 circles, and 3 circles. It also shows the area of a circle, and approximately 2 times the area of this circle, and approximately 3 times the area of this circle. These are 3 different ways to understand the same thing. There are lots of numbers in a business. Some of the numbers describe how much money the business brought in, and other numbers tell you how much money was spent. So if you want to see how much money came in or went out, you need to convert the numbers to their spatial representation. How can you do that? Well, let me give you an example. In a business, the money that comes in is called revenue, and the money that goes out is called expenses. The money that's left over is called profit. Suppose you had a business that brought in $100 in revenue in a year, and suppose you spent $80 operating the business. And that leaves you with a profit of $20. So that's the math. But the problem is you can't see it. Well, let's look at the same example, but this time we'll look at it spatially. This circle represents revenue, and it's scaled to 100% of the area. This circle represents the cost. It's scaled to 80% of the area of this original circle. And the profit circle is worth $20, and it's scaled to 20% of the area of this circle. Now you can see how much money is being processed by this business. It's possible to use the spatial representation of numbers to build up a complete model of how much money is being processed in the business. Since the circles are scaled using the area that represents the revenue amount, it is possible to use spatial math to add and subtract the areas to get the corresponding scale of each circle. So this area minus this area equals this area. If you look at a business this way, you can easily see how much money is coming in or going out. And this picture shows an example of a lemonade stand. And it shows the revenue amount, the profit amount, and the various expenses. And this way you can see how much money is being processed in this lemonade stand. So now you can see how much money the business processes. This is the starting point to understanding the structure of the business system. I love to imagine how things work. And one of the things I love to imagine is the relationship between all the numbers in a business system. Now you can see the numbers too. And what we learned here is a way to see how much. Up next, how the system works. It's my favorite part.